Hi, everybody. It's Hadassah Ingrid, and this is Mastering the Craft. Yes, welcome back to my channel. This is the channel where I talk about all things acting. I talk about the craft of acting specifically, uh, what it takes to master the craft, and I use actual film and acting performances throughout the entertainment industry to talk about what it means to perfect the craft of acting. So I'm a filmmaker. I am an actress, screenwriter, acting teacher. I've been doing this pretty much for 20 years. So today I do want to talk about, of all things, Tom Cruise. He's been famous for a long time. And what's prompted me to talk about him is the fact that, well, he just made the sequel, Top Gun Maverick. And you know what? I've seen it twice already, and it's really good. It is good, y'all. And I wanted to just I reflected on it because the first time I saw the film, I was like, wow, it came at you. It was exciting. You were surprised if you understood the first film, if you saw it, you know, it was from the 80s. And that was an interesting time to see films because at that time, growing up as a kid in Los Angeles, it was exciting to go to the movies. It was an experience to go to the movies. It's a lost art because the 80s was a time where it was designer, it was kitsch, it was campy, it was decadent, all things pop culture. You liked everything. It wasn't black or white, or, country, or some other type of music. No, you liked everything because everything was fun and good. And with a movie like Top Gun, it was one of many movies where it was so easy for things to become trendy, especially after you saw it in a really good, fun movie like that. And that was an adventure. It was exciting. The aviator glasses, the jacket, the lines, I feel the need for speed. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm being, kind of corny, kitschy. Okay. But the reason, you know, even though it was a legendary movie, it ended up it's a cross between being a movie of its time and being an iconic, timeless film because so many young boys wanted to fly planes after that. People wore aviator glasses. Those things haven't gone out of style in terms of what it means to be cool. So, okay, so fast forward 36 years later, which is an incredible time to make a sequel. Um, Here you are looking at Tom Cruise 30 years later and the actors in the film. You know, it's sort of a normally it would be a kind of a passing of the torch to the next generation, which is kind of what happened in this movie, but it's not a passing the torch movie. It's still Tom Cruise. It's still his movie. It's That's how great it is. So, um, I thought that the acting was great. Now, here's the thing. The first time I didn't see any of that. I was just looking at the movie as a whole, the flight sequences, all of that. But the second time I saw it, I saw great acting, especially because Val Kilmer was in there, and that was where my heart lied. But then there's another star who I think will break out, Glenn Powell. I really do believe in my heart that he is going to be the breakout. star of this film. But you know what he said? He actually said that he turned down the movie because he wanted the other part. He wanted the rooster part, the one that Miles Teller. And he said that Tom Cruise and Jerry Bruckheimer said, listen, we're going to make it, play this part. We're going to make it, worthwhile for you. We're going to really give it a lot of depth. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, you must really be good when somebody like Tom Cruise and Jerry Bruckheimer can come to you and convince you to do their iconic film. They believed in him enough. And it was interesting because here's what Glenn Powell said. He said that he was talking with Tom Cruise, and for somebody like Tom Cruise to have to convince you to be in his film, you got to be good. You got to be a really promising actor. Obviously, he was right for that part. He was really, and you know what he was? He knocked it out of the ballpark, you guys. Playing Hangman, which is kind of the derivative of the Iceman in the original film. But what struck me is that Glenn Powell said that Tom said to him, dude, what do you want? What kind of a career do you want? Which is an amazing thing to ask anybody. So Glenn Powell says, dude, I want your career. And I was like, okay, yeah, right there. So here's the question of the day. And I'm going to do a part two about Top Gun Maverick because there's so much more to it that I think anybody in entertainment, particularly actors, need to know. But here's the question of the day. Would you want to win an Academy Award or have a career like Tom Cruise? Because films, a lot of films which became trendy, key iconic phrasing, all happened before the year 2000. And sure, he's had these great franchises with Jack Reacher, Mission Impossible. He's had some great action films because that's what he became pretty much in the 2000s, an action star. He really, he started it in the 90s, but he really crystallized it in the 2000s being an action star. But that's a question that I think is worthy to ask anybody trying to be an actor. Would you want to win the Academy Award? Because that's always like the pinnacle prize, the highest prize in the entertainment industry, to the point where everyone is trying to get an Oscar, whether you're a rapper, an athlete, a newscaster, everybody wants to win that trophy. And I thought to myself, to the actor, you know, we see it every year and everything points towards that being reaching the height and it leading to a prosperous career. And Tom Cruise has never won an Academy Award, but he has had a spectacular, iconic career. So has Harrison Ford. So when you think about just those two actors alone, so I'm going to include Harrison Ford in this. Would you want to win an Academy Award or have the careers of Harrison Ford and Tom Cruise? And you can't have both. Some people have both, but to some of the iconic actors that I know, it took them their whole careers to get one. So that's what I want you to do. Put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments. Would you rather win an Academy Award or have the career of Tom Cruise or Harrison Ford? And I want you to think about what their careers entail. Go look it up. Look up all the iconic films that they've starred in. And that's the question of the day. I just wanted to come on here and just talk about that. That's just the beginning. You know, of course, excuse my notes in the background. I see my notes back here. I'm sorry, that lighting. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that. I have these notes in the back, my exercise regimen. I'm looking. Ugh. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Yeah, which would you rather have, an Academy Award or a stellar career? Because people think that one leads to the other, and sometimes it isn't like that. So anyway, thank you for for tuning in. Hey, like this video. Tell me what you think of this video. Like this video, comment, subscribe. All right, I'm out. Bye.